Tyler Mathias on the call here this afternoon. Delaney and John here with me as we get ready for basketball. And an East Knox team that comes into the ball game 6-6 off a win against Northmore on Wednesday night. 4-5 in the conference, but a team that is getting healthy. A team that has not been fully healthy all season long, and finally Wednesday was the first time they had that opportunity, and they ended up snapping a 3-game skid with a 45-39 win against Northmore. So getting back to health, now it's getting these girls to play together with a cohesive unit, with Sydney Offer back and healthy, and Melina Strebe, who averages over 8 points per game, able to come back from a wrist injury on Wednesday to help her team to victory as East Knox and Centerburg get ready for action here tonight. But again, for the East Knox Bulldogs, when you look at it on paper, you know, it's a lot of girls. Melina Strebe is the leading scorer on this team, statistically speaking, but, you know, Reese Todd's at 6.3 points per game. Isabel Bostic, over 6 a game. Ella Divant, 5.6 points per game. And then you got Sydney Offer, who's back 7.5 points per game, one of the better players in the Knox-More Athletic Conference. So this should be a good matchup, and it'll be interesting to see how East Knox is able to contain the Centerburg Lady Trojans, who were 61-18 winners against Mount Gilead. Not perfect at math, but it's pretty simple to figure out. The Centerburg won the first matchup with Mount Gilead 45-7 and 61-18, so 106-25. They outscore the Indians this season throughout play, and now they'll look to knock off the East Knox Bulldogs, a Lady Bulldogs team that, again, trying to get healthy. But one of the big things for this East Knox team, despite the fact that they're getting healthy, is they are missing a major piece here tonight, and that is their head coach, Mandy Todd, who is not here tonight. She is out, and she is going to be replaced today by Dan Majors, and Ron Looney are going to kind of tag team this one here tonight, or this afternoon, as Centerburg and East Knox face off. Well, Centerburg right now holds a 1-game lead over Fredericktown in the conference. The Centerburg Lady Trojans' only loss was at Fredericktown. Meanwhile, the Fredericktown Lady Freddies, they lost to East Knox earlier, and then they had a stunning loss against Carrington Lincoln. And Carrington Lincoln's a good basketball team, but they lost that ball game, and it put them a game back. So right now, if you're Centerburg, try to protect home court, protect that 1-game lead in the Knox-Morrow Athletic Conference. Centerburg boasting the leading scorer in the conference, and that is Kayla Larimore at over 22 a game, almost 23 a game. She also is one of the top in rebounds in the conference, and she's got 2 other teammates in Tiara Shepard and Kenley Farrell, who also average in double figures. So should be a fun one this afternoon as East Knox getting back healthy against the Centerburg Lady Trojans. Also a Trojans team that here last Saturday afternoon had quite the battle with Danville until about midway through the third quarter, or latter part of the third quarter, when they really turned it on. Ended up winning that game by over 20 points. But here tonight, the East Knox Bulldogs and the Centerburg Lady Trojans getting ready for basketball action. All right, let's take this break. We'll come back. More of our pregame show coming up next on WMVO.
Career to the next level? With Mount Vernon Nazarene University, you can earn your degree entirely online, anywhere, anytime. Our bachelor's and master's programs are designed to help you balance your education with work, family, and other priorities. Here at MVNU Online, we craft our faith-based programs specifically for your success. Learn more at mvnu.edu or call us today at 1-800-839-2355. Mount Vernon Nazarene University.
You never thought your child would get their own home, but it needs new wiring pulled and the kitchen could use a makeover. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric and Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004.
Cubbage Electric and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Cubbage Electric and Construction, 740-627-8004.
New Directions, the domestic violence shelter and rape crisis center of Knox County, served more than 600 individuals in 2023. It could be a family member, a coworker, or a friend. It takes a community to break the cycle of violence. To learn more about how you can support New Directions in connecting and strengthening our community, visit our website, www.newdirectionsknox.org, or call our 24/7 hotline at 740-397-HELP.
All right, we are back here in Centerburg. I was looking up some numbers, and Delaney had to slap me on the back and say, hey, we're back. All right, afternoon basketball here in the Berg. Centerburg and East Knox face off. Second time these two teams will meet this year. First round of this meeting, 57-35. The Centerburg Lady Trojans were victorious by 22 points. But this East Knox team, again, is getting healthy. It's a different team here, especially with people like Sydney Offer and Strebe in there, to be able to face off in this second matchup. And for the Centerburg Lady Trojans, they are the top scoring team in the Knox Memorial Athletic Conference, scoring at 56 points per game. While they also are leading in defense. I don't know if anybody's heard this one. 24 points per game is all Centerburg is allowing this season, obviously aided by the fact they only gave up 25 total points in two matchups with Mount Gilead. Meanwhile, in the scoring category, the next closest is Cardington at 48.3 points per game, while East Knox is fourth in the conference in scoring at 40.3 points per game. And in terms of scoring defense, they are the second worst in the conference. East Knox, statistically speaking, 43.7 points per contest. East Knox comes in fifth in the KMAC. Centerburg, 14-1 overall, 9-1 in the KMAC, and again, a nugget to keep in mind today is the fact that Lauren Ellis is back and playing. And a lot of people kind of wondering what's going on, but we'll kind of let you figure that out as we go about. But she's here, she's playing, and she's a big piece to what this team does. One of the top steel participants in the Knox Memorial Athletic Conference, and one of the top in points in terms of supporting cast. And having her back will be big for the Centerburg Lady Trojans here tonight. But again, it is Centerburg and East Knox getting ready for girls basketball here tonight or this afternoon. You'll hear me say tonight a lot. Also, don't forget, we've got the Mount Vernon Nazarene University scoreboard throughout today. So if you see the scoreboard while you're watching the video, MVNU scoreboard here, and we have some exciting news with MVNU that we'll be sharing as we go about this year and things. But for right now, Mount Vernon Nazarene University, we appreciate them sponsoring our scoreboard. Also, of course, our title sponsor, Cummins Electric Plumbing and Construction, and also New Directions and Pizza Cottage. Try the BLT pizza today. Afternoon basketball here, as we've got this one here. No Monday night show because of the national championship, but I'll be back Tuesday night at Fredericktown for boys basketball. More boys basketball on Friday, and then next Saturday afternoon we will be in Fredericktown as the Freddies take on Northmore. And all the girls now are taking off their warm-ups and throwing them up in the crowd. And I think Delaney just got a T-shirt. No, I'm kidding. But John is upstairs. Delaney's down here. And we're excited for high school basketball this afternoon from the Berg, Centerburg, and East Knox. Again, the Bulldogs getting healthy and looking to make a run here in the latter part of the season. Don't forget, I mean, we're sitting here on the 18th right now, and we are just a couple of weeks away from the tournament draw, which happens on February the 2nd for the girls. And so we're getting really close here. RPI matters, and this would be a humongous win for East Knox in terms of their RPI. We get ready for basketball here from the Berg. Let's take this break. We'll come back to the national anthem and the starting lineups. It's all coming up on WMVO.
Customers and employees like family and always give back to the community, offering not only takeout but also dine-in and full bar. Book your group parties today. Find Pizza Cottage on Facebook or go to pizza-cottage.com to begin your journey of tastes.
You never thought your child would get their own home, but it needs new wiring pulled and the kitchen could use a makeover. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric and Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004.
Cubbage Electric and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Cubbage Electric and Construction, 740-627-8004.
Back here at Centerburg and the national anthem prior to tonight's contest between Centerburg and East Knox. Again, we're back here in Centerburg where the Trojans and the Bulldogs getting ready for basketball here for the East Knox Bulldogs. The starting lineup. Again, they are coached by Dan Majors today. Mandy Todd is their head coach. He is out today. Dan Majors and Ron Looney will take the responsibility here. They'll start Isabel Bostic, a sophomore standing at 5 foot 8 inches tall, averaging 6.2 points per game, 5.1 rebounds per contest. Also starting is Melina Strebe, 8.2 points per game, 2.3 assists per game, 3.8 rebounds per game. She's a sophomore guard standing at 5 foot 7, and she's back for just her second game since suffering a wrist injury. Also back is Sydney Offer, the senior post at 6 foot 1. Sydney Offer comes in averaging 7.5 points per game, 5.3 rebounds per contest. Also starting, number 15, Ella Diven. Diven is a 5'9 senior. Diven's had a nice season up to this point, 5.6 points per game, 6.5 rebounds per game. And also starting is Reese Todd, the 5'3 senior guard. Reese Todd averaging 6.3 points per game. For the Centerburg Trojans, they will be starting off with Kenley Farrell, who averages 10 points per game, 5.4 steals per game. Also for the Lady Trojans in the backcourt, Evie Stowe kind of runs the show for the Lady Trojans, a junior wearing number 2. Tiara Shepard, number 3, the junior, averaging over 11 points and 4.6 steals per game. Also for Centerburg, starting back in the starting lineup is Lauren Ellis, the junior, wearing number 12, and Kayla Larimore, the K-Max leading scorer at 22.5 points per game, had 6.8 rebounds per contest, and shooting 57% from the field, is also starting for Centerburg as the Lady Trojans. Glad to have Ellis back here for this one tonight. We'll see how it all plays out for her. Sydney Offer and Tiara Shepard will actually be jumping center circle. For those listening on the radio, Centerburg in their home whites with the gray trim and the red trim, and the red numbers trimmed in gray, and the road purples with the black and white trim for East Knox. And it's controlled by the East Knox Bulldogs, and they had the basketball into the front court with it. With it is Strebe. She dribbles on the right wing. Strebe guarded heavily by Kenley Farrell. Now stops right at the elbow, looks for Todd back door. Instead throws it back up top and finds Bostic. Head of the key, Bostic. 20 seconds in, we're scoreless. First possession for the East Knox Bulldogs on the right wing. Looking to a cutter, instead gives it Offer on the head of the key. Bounces now for Todd. Todd chases it down high on the left. Guarded by Larimore. Pokes it out of bounds. It'll stay with East Knox. 30 seconds in. We're scoreless. First possession for the East Knox Bulldogs. The Mount Vernon Nazarene University scoreboard. Scoreless. 30 seconds into this one. Just underway. Again, Lauren Ellis back in the lineup for Centerburg. Matched up right now with Opfer, who's got the basketball on the left wing. Offer has the basketball, back behind her, gives it up for Strebe. 8.2 points per game for Strebe, guarded by Kenley Farrell, and has the basketball and gives it in the corner for Offer. Head fakes, now puts it on the floor. Very deliberate right now. A three missed by Reese Todd on the left wing. Offer gets the rebound, bounces right. Ball up, no good, front of the rim. And Lauren Ellis picks up the loose ball in Centerburg's first possession, 53 seconds into this one. Kenley Farrell in the front court, has it high on the right, throws it cross court to Kayla Larimore. Shoots a deep three from the left wing, up, it's off the front of the rim. Tipped, but picked up and gathered going the other way for Bostic. Now pushes it up for Todd. Todd tries to save it on the baseline. She does on the right wing. Swung around to the head of the key. 6:50 to go in the opening quarter. Scoreless ball game right now as a travel called on Diven as she gets right of the lane. 6:47 to go in the opening quarter. And we are scoreless on the Mount Vernon Nazarene University scoreboard. Evie Stowe controls it for Centerburg. 14-1 for Centerburg, 9-1 at the Knoxmore Athletic Conference. Won the first matchup this season. Lauren Ellis gives it Kenley Farrell. Farrell has the basketball, dribbling inside, stops on the left elbow, now gives it up. And the ball almost thrown away. Stowe has it. Now Ellis on the left wing. Fires up a three. It is up. It is no good off the front of the rim. And a chase down by Strebe. Strebe in the backcourt. Being harassed by Kenley Farrell. Now throws it up for Offer. 6:18 to go in the opening quarter. And we are scoreless right now as Strebe has it high on the left. Strebe with the basketball. Melina Strebe crosses over. Strebe with the basketball, gives it up for Offer, head of the key. Now dribbles, stops on the right elbow. Bounces on the left elbow for Diven. Diven has the basketball, looking for Todd. Todd broke in, and Diven threw it out and out of bounds. A turnover. So we're almost 2 minutes into this game, and we are scoreless right now. Centerburg won on Wednesday night by a score of 61-18 against Mount Gilead, and a win for East Knox, beating Northmore 45-39. Scoreless in this one, as Ellis gives it up Stowe, right wing to Kenley Farrell. Kenley Farrell bounces for Tiara Shepard in the right corner. Back to Evie Stowe on the right wing. Goes across court, Kenley Farrell, head fakes, puts it on the floor, dribbles the left baseline, bounces it off her foot, but before that happened, a foul was called on East Knox, and it's on number 3, Isabel Bostic, her first. So a scoreless ball game, not a lot of action here. Of course, we had a buzzer beater last night here on WMBO. Right hand no. Reese Todd the rebound off the Larimore miss. And now a push with 5:35 to go in the opening quarter. And Reese Todd kept her pivot foot up. I guess they say she did. And the floater is up. No good by Strebe. Tipped out, picked up by Stowe. Stowe looking up the floor and throws it away. Strebe couldn't find it, though. Ellis does. She gets it in the front court. 5:18 to go in the opening quarter. Kenley Farrell puts it on the floor, stops, gives it left wing. Here's an open three for Evie Stowe. It is up off the heel, and the ball tapped away, but Diven chases away. Good job of boxing out there of Shepard by Diven, who gets into the front court. We're almost 3 minutes into this game, and we haven't had a point. Diven with the basketball around the Strebe ball screen. Now switch off with Kenley Farrell on her. Looks for some help. Back behind her, Strebe's got it high on the right. 4:55 to go here in this opening quarter. Knocked away by Kenley Farrell out of bounds. Stays with East Knox. Well, 0-0 on the Mount Vernon Nazarene University scoreboard. 4:54 to go in the opening quarter here from Centerburg. Lady Trojans lead the Knoxmore Athletic Conference. East Knox sitting 5th, trying to get the ball in, and they don't. This is kind of a late breaking. There wasn't a lot of movement there for the Bulldogs, and turnover on East Knox. We'll give it back to Centerburg. No substitutions at this point. 4:53 to go in the opening quarter. We are scoreless here. Ellis has it, missed a three earlier. Bounces now on the right elbow for Larimore. Throws it high on the left. For Kenley Farrell, crosses over. Farrell loses it, gets it back in the left corner. Throws it back head of the key, Stowe. Right wing to Ellis. Ellis has the basketball, puts it on the floor, dribbles right to the lane. Now head of the key, Stowe. Into the right corner. Shepard sets up for a three, puts it up, leaves it short. Rebound, Diven. 4.5 to go opening quarter. Pushes up the floor now for Strebe. Strebe back behind her to Todd. Pull up Jay. It is up. It is off the front of the rim. Tipped around. Picked up by Ellis. She's got Shepard up the floor. Nice pass up to Shepard, who will finish right of the rim. And for the first points of the ball game at the 4:17 mark of the opening quarter. 2-0 on the MVNU scoreboard. Knocked away by Kenley Farrell. Taken away by Kenley Farrell. Flips it up and in left of the rim. And it is now 4-0 Centerburg. And now with the basketball, Todd has it knocked away. Ball on the floor, and it's eventually picked up by Diven. She's looking for some help, and it's going to be a jump ball. And that goes back to Centerburg. 3:50 to go in the opening quarter. 4-0. Shepard's lay in on the nice feed up the floor by Ellis, and then Kenley Farrell stealing lay in. About 12 seconds ago, Evie Stowe has the basketball for Centerburg. 3:45 to go in the opening quarter. Ava Fawcett getting ready to check in for East Knox. First substitution, Stowe. Now Farrell, and a three is up by Lauren Ellis, way off the mark. Strebe gets the rebound. Strebe pushes. Head up, throws it up the floor. Nice feed to Todd, but she couldn't really handle it, and it goes out of bounds off her hands. 3:27 to go in the opening quarter. First substitution, Ava Fawcett. A 5'4" sophomore guard in for Todd, who will take a seat. Neither of those teams have a whole lot of depth or use a whole lot of depth, but you'll see some different people playing. Ellis has the basketball. Cross court, and a three is up. Kenley Farrell up and good. Kenley Farrell with 5 straight now, as she hits one from downtown, and 7-0. Centerburg now with the lead. And Strebe finds Fawcett. Fawcett into the lane. Fawcett drops it underneath, off the hands of Ella Diven, and might need a timeout. 30-second timeout. East Knox takes it. 3 minutes to go, opening quarter. 7-0 Centerburg on the Mount Vernon Nazarene University scoreboard here on WMVO.
The Domestic Violence Shelter and Rape Crisis Center of Knox County served more than 600 individuals in 2023. It could be a family member, a coworker, or a friend. It takes a community to break the cycle of violence. To learn more about how you can support New Directions in connecting and strengthening our community, visit our website, www.newdirectionsknox.org, or call our 24/7 hotline at 740-397-HELP.
All right, we are back here in Centerburg. We're 5 minutes into this game, and East Knox has yet to score a point, while Kenley Farrell has 5 straight for Centerburg. She comes in averaging 10 points per game, and it's 7-0 Lady Trojans. Coming off a big win for Centerburg in their last ball game, 61-18 on Wednesday against Mount Gilead. Stowe out there out of the timeout. Kenley Farrell's got it high on the left. Cross court to Ellis. Ellis, pull up Jay. It is up off the front of the rim. She's struggling here early. Picked up by Offer out of the hands of Larimore, who doesn't have a point, by the way, yet. And so Bostic with the basketball, throws it up the floor and overthrows Strebe out of bounds. And Maria's got that one. Anthony just walked in the door. And he says, well, I guess the game is going on. 2:34 to go in this opening quarter, and it's 7-0 right now in favor of Centerburg. Kenley Farrell high on the left. Guarded there by Ava Fawcett, and a foul called on Ava Fawcett. She gets a little aggressive there. 2:27 to go in the opening quarter. And a substitution. Autumn Lehman, a 5'6" junior guard in for the East Knox Bulldogs. 7-0 Centerburg has the lead in this one. And I don't really know what we're waiting on. I think maybe they're talking. Okay. Talking to Kenley Farrell. That'll work. Evie Stowe has the basketball. Back to Kenley Farrell. 2:23 go in the opening quarter. Stowe. Left wing to Ellis. They have not gotten it inside. There we go to Shepard. Shepard has it on the left baseline and now gives it on the right wing. Cross court. Left wing to Ellis. Ellis has the basketball. And Ellis inside. Right wing. Here's a three. Up by Kenley Farrell off the heel. Tap back out to Evie Stowe. Inside to Shepard. She puts it up. No good. Offer gets hit there by Larimore. And it'll go back the other way. Foul is on 23. That is Larimore's first. Larimore picks up her first foul, and with 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter, it's 7-0 Centerburg. And now Strebe gets the ball knocked away. It's picked up by Larimore. Larimore lays it off the glass and in her first points. And now Centerburg up 9-0 into the front court. Fawcett with it, stops in the right wing, looks for help. Bounces now for Strebe on the left wing. Bounces for Lehman. Lehman dribbles once, gives it Offer. Now a three is up by Strebe, and she got it. Strebe from downtown. And it's now 9-3. First points of the ball game for the Lady Bulldogs, and good to see Strebe hit one inside. Shepard throws it back behind her head. Hits it to Kenley Farrell. Dribbles the left baseline, floats it up. Off the glass and in. Kenley Farrell, and she's playing well right now. It's 11-3 in favor of Centerburg. Into the front court. Fawcett gives it up and throws it away. Tried to find Lehman. Chesney Farrell. It was starting in place of Ellis. comes into the ball game for Ellis, who comes out. And again, this team is much different when Ellis plays and when she doesn't. 1:05 to go in the opening quarter, 11-3, Centerburg the lead. As Diven and Totten is to come back into the corner. 3 up in the right corner, air ball. Chesney Farrell gets it off the miss from Larimore and then throws it into the backcourt, trying to find her sister up at the head of the key, and there was not a lot of hustle there with 46 seconds to go in this opening quarter. Centerburg kind of let it go. I don't think there's much they could have done with it anyway. But 11-3 is the score right now. And looking inside, they try to get to Totten, and Shepard knocks it away. Right now, the Bulldogs trail at 11-3, trying to get something going. And Mandy Todd is watching from Mexico. She says she is. So 40 seconds to go here in this opening quarter. 11-3 right now. East Knox has the deficit. Ball knocked away. Chesney Farrell picks it up, looks up the floor, and she traveled. Bill Abner gets wide-eyed and says, what are you calling here? But they call a travel, and I don't know. 35 seconds to go in the opening quarter. There's a chance for East Knox to kind of cut into this lead a little bit. Streepy to inbound it. And Totten has it now, and the ball tipped in the air, gathered by Chesney Farrell. Turnovers really affecting East Knox right now. Stowe the push. And the ball taken away by Strebe. She jumps up and grabs it. Strebe has it. Puts it up, gets fouled, and good job by Strebe to just go right at Evie Stowe and get a chance at a pair of free throws here. Melina Strebe, a 5'7" sophomore. Good to have her back for the East Knox Bulldogs. It was one of those days where there's not a lot of people in the stands, and every time somebody talks, you hear it. Free throw is up, and no good. Sometimes you feel like you're calling a baseball game when you have this quiet of a gym, you know, or a golf match. I've never called a golf match, but I guess kind of like that. Strebe hits one of two, and it's 11-4 now in favor of Centerburg, and Bill Abner wants his team to take one shot with 15 seconds to go in the opening quarter on the MVNU scoreboard. Stowe gives it up. Shepard puts it on the floor on the right wing, gives it across court with 7 seconds. Out to the right corner. Stowe sets for a three. Open look. Off the mark. Chased down by Kenley Farrell. She puts it up. No good. And that'll end the first quarter. 11-4. Centerburg of the Mount Vernon Nazarene University scoreboard leading the East Knox Bulldogs. We'll take this break and we'll come back. Second quarter action is coming up next on WMPL.
You never thought your child would get their own home, but it needs new wiring pulled and the kitchen could use a makeover. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric and Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004.
Cubbage Electric and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Cubbage Electric and Construction, 740-627-8004.
Education is valuable, and at Mount Vernon Nazarene University, it's affordable too.
Year after year, MVNU continues to be one of the most affordable four-year private schools in Ohio. Because of competitive financial aid awards, students are able to graduate with less debt.
Did you know that MVNU has ranged in the top 5% best college for the money by College Factual for the past 3 years straight?
Schedule a visit today with mvnu.edu/visit and see for yourself.
At MVNU, the future is bright.
We are back here in Centerburg, where East Knox and Centerburg head to the second quarter, 11-4. Lady Trojans lead. Ellis, Stowe, Shepard, Kenley Farrell, and Larimore for Centerburg. It'll be Strebe, Fawcett, Totten, Offer, and Dypen for East Knox. And with the basketball is Fawcett. Still in the backcourt, gives it up for Strebe. Strebe gets fouled by Kenley Farrell. 7 seconds in, the old Bronx cheer. Even know what that is, Delaney? Do you know what a Bronx cheer is? No. It's basically a sarcastic cheer. That's what that was. 11-4. Totten has the basketball, bounces for Offer, and now the ball on the floor picked up by Fawcett. She's got it, dribbling the left baseline, spins around, gets double team, needs some help, flips it up for Offer, fires away a three. Offer nails it, and that's why you got to get her the basketball. She buries the three, and it's 11-7, just like that. This game was 9-0 Centerburg at one point. 7-2 run now for the Bulldogs. And into the right corner, Tiara Shepard has the basketball. Drops it in now for Kayla Larimore into the lane. Kick back out. Ellis is into the ball game. Ellis gives it Stowe, and Stowe has it high on the right. 7:18 to go in this first half. Tiara Shepard on the right wing against Diamond, dribbling the right baseline, kicks it out. Ellis sets for a three in the left corner. She travels. For those just joining us, well, Ellis nailed it. Would have nailed the shot too, but those just joining us, Ellis is, believe, appealing. Not that I've. That's the only thing that could happen. Not that I've got the information from anybody, but I believe she's got to be appealing. That's transfer rule thing. Strebe looks inside, dive in, finishes left of the rim, and ace. Some offense here for the Bulldogs. It's 11-9 now. Centerburg Stowe has the basketball, flips it for Larimore. Larimore, and they say Larimore was on the end line, and it was the official in the backcourt that called that instead of the official that was 5 feet away, but nevertheless, it's what he calls. So 6:51 to go in this first half. 11-9 now. Centerburg a 2-point lead, but East Knox the basketball could tie or take the lead here. Molly Totten has it in the front court. Bounces now for Diven, loses it, and then gets it back. Offer has it. Bounces now for Totten. She puts it on the floor and drops it inside for Diven. Spins around, puts a shot up, no good. Rebound by Offer, knocked out of bounds by Ellis. And when Diven took that shot, I don't even know if she was looking at the rim, but, hey, it works out in the fact that they still have the basketball with 6:36 to go in the first half. On the Mount Vernon Nazarene University scoreboard, it is 11-9 Centerburg. Fawcett has the basketball, puts it on the floor, now bounces for Totten. Totten has it, needs help, gets it to Fawcett on the left wing, bounces now for Strebe into Offer, bounce pass, baseline J, up and good by Diven. And just like that, this ball game is now tied at 11 apiece here in the second quarter. So East Knox battling back from being down 9-0, an 11-2 run, and they tie this game up. Shepard has the basketball. Back to Kenley Farrell. Dribbles right to the lane. Kicks it back out. Ellis. Ellis stops, almost travels. Now gives it up for Kayla Larimore. Larimore now to Kenley Farrell. Dribbles right to the lane. Floater up, off the glass too strong. Diving. Rebounds for East Knox. And the Bulldogs will now push it up the floor, and they throw it for Fawcett. She has to chase it down. Fawcett now gives it for Offer. Knocked away by Larimore out of bounds right into the Centerburg bench. 5:51 to go first half. 11-11 in this one. Centerburg got up 9-0 with 1:49 to go in the first quarter. But East Knox has outscored the Lady Trojans 11-2 since that point. And it's 11-11 with 5:51 to go in this first half. And Molly Totten with the basketball. She steps through, gives it up for Diven on the right wing. Now to Offer, jumper up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Diven, knocked away. Now Offer has it, now Diven has it. The ball on the floor picked up by Kenley Farrell. It's out of bounds. It'll go. I don't know about that, but I guess it's going to stay with Centerburg. Well, this official right here is not making a ton of friends right now, but, there's still a lot of game left. 5:34 to go in this first half. We're tied at 11. Stowe has the basketball, hands it off for Tiara Shepard. But as I always say, I don't say anything about officiating. Left wing, three is up by Ellis. Yep. Ellis from downtown, and just like that, it's 14-11. Centerburg retakes the lead. You can tell how important she is to this team. And now Fawcett, she tries to answer. Left hand, way off the mark. Rebound knocked around, picked up by Larimore. Now the loose ball, picked up, shot off, and Offer is fouled. So Offer will head to the free throw line. And good job by the Lady Bulldogs to kind of not give up there and get a chance to get this back within a point. Sydney Offer coming to the free throw line. She missed some time, and she's back again. East Knox team getting healthy. And, when you're in high school, as the free throw is up, and it is good. When you're in high school and you're missing talented people like Offer and Strebe and different people that can't play, it really can affect your team. Here's a free throw upcoming, and nailed them both. 5:01 to go in this first half. Centerburg's got it. Tiara Shepard to Stowe. Stowe had an open look, gives it up, and a three up by Kenley Farrell, and she nailed it. Well, I guess they knew more than we did. And now it's 17-13. And Totten goes inside. She puts it up, gets blocked from behind by Ellis. Kenley Farrell looking up the floor, gives it up now for Stowe. Stowe pushes up the right sideline, now flips it up on the left wing for Larimore, and a travel on Larimore. And Phil Abner is an absolute shock. He doesn't know what's going on. 17-13 with 4:31 to go in this first half. And Reese Todd will re-enter the ball game. The senior steps in, and Strebe goes to the bench. And so you'll see Fawcett. Fawcett will now run the point. Todd gives it up. Good ball movement. Totten stops. Gives it back behind him. Threw a fastball there to Todd. And now it's Fawcett with the basketball. Fawcett cross court. Picked off by Kenley Farrell. She pushes up the left sideline. And fakes the pass. Lays it up. No good, but is fouled. 2 shots coming for Kenley Farrell. Well, Kenley Farrell in that first quarter she at one point had 5 straight. It's 7 points in that quarter. Goes to the free throw line now and misses off the front of the rim. Substitution brings Isabel Bostic back in for East Knox. Chesney Farrell in for Centerburg. And it looks like Jasmine Smith going to check in also for East Knox. Larimore takes a seat on the bench. So Kenley Farrell's hit a couple of threes in this ball game. She's at the free throw line right now. Big piece to what this team wants to do. Free throw is up, and she hit it. 1 of 2 from the free throw line. And down the backcourt. Bostic has it. Bounces now for Todd in the front court. She bounces. Is taken away by Kenley Farrell. Trying to find Dybin. Taken away by Kenley Farrell. Pushes in the front court. Kenley Farrell has on the left wing. Gives it now Ellis. Into the right corner. Here's Stowe for a 3. Sets, and whoa, a line drive way off the mark, and it's going to be last touched by Centerburg's Chesney Farrell. 3:52 to go in this first half, 18-13. Centerburg a 5-point lead in this one. The East Knox Bulldogs without head coach Mandy Todd, but trying to pick up a second consecutive win here, and Smith will pull for a 3, up and off the backboard, and Stowe will chase it down. And Stowe kind of already gets a head start, lays it off the glass and in right of the rim. She's quick. So Stowe was able to finish, and Centerburg back up to a 7-point lead, knocked away by Ellis, and it'll stay with East Knox as Bostic tried to get it off the floor. And right now for Centerburg, only got 1 off the bench. Strebe's back in as Totten takes a seat for the East Knox Lady Bulldogs, who sit at 6-6 and 4-5 of the K-Mac. Todd drops it back up top to Strebe. Strebe looking for Smith on the left baseline. She goes inside. Smith gets bumped and fouled heading to the rim, and she's not afraid to shoot. Foul is called on Chesney Farrell, and Jasmine Smith, a 5'8" junior, will head to the free throw line. And free throw is up and good. So Smith hits a free throw, looking for another. One point it was 9-0 Centerburg, then East Knox came back to tie it at 11. Free throw no good, so 1 for 2. And Ellis has the basketball. Ellis with it, stops, gives it to Stowe near center court. 3:07 to go first half, 20-14 Centerburg. And bounce now for Ellis, knocked away by Smith, and she pushes into the front court. Smith. She's got the basketball and a foul on Ellis. That'll be the 4th foul on Centerburg as Larimore's going to check back in. Larimore has just the 2 points at this point in the game. Taylor Bryant also checks in for Centerburg as Ellis and Kenley Farrell go to the bench with 3:01 to go in this first half. 20-14 in favor of Centerburg. And Dybin has it. The ball bounced away and taken away. Stowe flips it up the floor. Nice feed. Tough catch, though. And shot is up and no good for Shepard. She'll go to the free throw line. It's a nice feed up the floor. Then Shepard kind of outran it a little bit. Had to grab back behind it. She gets fouled by Strebe. 2:53 to go first half. 20-14. Centerburg has the lead. 2 free throws pending. No for Kayla Larimore on that one. Centerburg goes Larimore, Chesney Farrell, as well as, or excuse me, that is Shepard at the free throw line. I said Larimore. Shepard at the free throw line misses the first one. But she's out there with Larimore and Chesney Farrell, Taylor Bryant, and Evie Stowe. Shepard hits one of 2 free throws. And it's 21-14 Centerburg, and a timeout called by the Bulldogs. We'll take it with them. Centerburg up 7 on the MVNU scoreboard on WMVO.
Pizza Cottage in Mount Vernon is one of 11 pizza cottages in Ohio. They are among the nation's best performing pizzerias and ranked in Pizza Today. The finest ingredients is used daily. Treat your customers and employees like family and always give back to the community. Offering not only takeout but also dine-in and full bar. Book your group parties today. Find Pizza Cottage on Facebook or go to pizza-cottage.com to begin your journey of tastes.
All right, we are back here in Centerburg where it's 21-14. Got a football score. By the way, we got a football game on a Monday night on WMVO. That's why there's no Griffin Insurance Monday Night Sports Talk Show because, let's be honest, absolutely nobody would show up for the show. So that's why we're not having it. We'll be back at it with it next week, and it will be Mount Vernon boys basketball and Utica boys basketball as we eat pizza and talk hoops. Looking forward to that. MVNU scoreboard shows 21-14 Centerburg here at home, 2:53 to go first half. And for the Bulldogs, they've got the basketball. Strebe pushing for Diamond, and she tries to save it and does, but it's right to Chesney Farrell. Evie Stowe now pushes. Stowe into the front court. So not the plan coming out of the timeout for the Bulldogs. And now on the right elbow, Larimore to Shepard. Sets for a 3. Nailed it. Shepard with 4 straight now. And so now it's 24-14 Centerburg with 2:29 to go in this first half. Into the front court with the basketball is Bostic. Bounces behind her on the baseline. Diven tries to split the defenders. Leaves it now for Strebe. Puts up a 3. No. Rebound for Larimore for a second. Ball on the floor. Bryant's down there, and so is Bostic. And it'll be Centerburg basketball. 2:12 to go here in this first half. So it was 11-4. Centerburg leading at the end of one. But at the 6:20 mark of the second quarter, the game was tied at 11. Within an Ellis 3 gave Centerburg the lead, a lead they have not relinquished. Stowe now to Larimore, drops it in for Shepard, knocked away by Strebe, taken away by Strebe, and she pushes, trips over Diven, and then picked up by Bryant, finds Shepard, who lays it off the glass and in. Just unfortunate there, tripped over her own teammate, and it's now 26-14 in the backcourt with Bostic has it. Bostic now trying to get it in the front court. Gets cut off by Bryant and a 10-second violation. Now, I don't know. Back when you were in score, they didn't have 10 seconds for the girls, did they? Didn't they? Okay. I didn't think they did that, but maybe I'm just really old now. Who knows? Delaney's over here running production for us. Centerburg has the basketball right now, leading it by 12 with 1:35 to go in this first half. A right wing 3 is up by Shepard, and it is good. Shepard starting to get hot. She did it the other day, too. Another win for the Lady Trojans in that win against Northmore. And now a timeout. I think they're giving a timeout to Dan Majors. I think that's what they're doing. 1:22 to go in the first half. Centerburg up by 15 on WMVO.
Education is valuable, and at Mount Vernon Nazarene University, it's affordable too.
Year after year, MVNU continues to be one of the most affordable 4-year private schools in Ohio. Because of competitive financial aid awards, students are able to graduate with less debt.
Did you know that MVNU has ranged in the top 5% best college for the money by College Factual for the past 3 years straight?
Schedule a visit today with mvnu.edu/visit and see for yourself.
At MVNU, the future is bright.
We're back here in Centerburg where the Centerburg Lady Trojans, Tiara Shepard starting to get hot. She has 9 consecutive points for Centerburg as they now lead at 29-14. As Shepard getting hot. She did kind of the same thing against Northmore, specifically in the second half. She scored a lot. And right here, it's 29-14. Centerburg in control now, up by 15. Led it 9-0 to start the game, and then early second quarter, Offer hit a 3, and then Diving got a 2, a pair of buckets back-to-back even, and it made it 11-11. So we were tied, actually, with 6:20 to go in this quarter, about 5 minutes of game time. Since that point, Fidel Centerburg, 18-4. 18-3, excuse me. Strebe throws it up for Opper, makes a tough catch. Back behind her, ball knocked away by Shepard, picked up by Bostic. She's looking for help, and she's fouled by Shepard, I think. I think that's who they're getting it on. 3, that's Shepard. Called for the foul. And with 1:11 to go in this first half, it's 29-14. 29-14 Centerburg on the MVNU scoreboard. Shout out to MVNU. Played a lot of basketball games in there. Jim there just to kind of wreck games, having fun there. Free throws up and good. As East knocks down the bonus. Bostic is at the free throw line looking for another. It always confuses me, even though it's been going on now for a little bit. And the way they do free throw, the fouls, and 5 a quarter, then it resets. Here's a free throw. Good. Bostic. Very nice from the free throw. 29-16 in favor of Centerburg. Stowe gives it up for Shepard. Dribbles right baseline. And, I guess on the drive she was fouled. Be the third on East Knox. Foul is on Strebe. 29-16. Centerburg up by 13 as Stowe tries to get the ball in. And it's to Shepard. Shepard with the right hand up and good. Shepard on fire right now for Centerburg. And it's now 31-16. And into the front court to Strebe. Strebe gives it up, and Bostic a jumper up and no good. Rebound by Larimore. She skies in for it, pushes into the front court. Larimore has it back behind her now for Stowe. 39 seconds to go in the first half. Centerburg up 15, and now Shepard a 3. It's up and good, and she is on fire right now. And it's now 34-16 Centerburg. And now the ball in the backcourt for Strebe. Strebe throws it up to Bostic. Now gives on the left wing. Here's a 3. It is up and no good by Todd. Rebound put up, no good on the putback, and a rebound for Diven. Diven kicks it out. Here's a 3 by Strebe. Strebe misses. Ball tapped back out, and it's saved on the baseline, but then goes out of bounds. Good effort there by Bostic. And with 10 seconds to go in the first half, Centerburg up 18. It's the East Knox Lady Bulldogs. Got this back to a tie game at 11. Centerburg 23-5 since that point. Larimore has the basketball. Goes around a ball screen. Goes inside. Puts it up to the right hand. And a blocking foul called on the Bulldogs with just under 3 seconds to go in this first half. It is on number 15. That is Ella Diven, the 5'9" senior. It's called for the foul. And a pair of free throws coming for Larimore. Larimore, the reigning KMAC Player of the Year. And Centerburg right now trying to make it a 20-point game with about 3 seconds to go in the first half. And Larimore's shot is up. It is good. And it's now 36-16. And the ball almost knocked away and picked up, but Diven loses it, and doesn't matter. Time runs out. So 36-16, Centerburg up by 20 as we hit the halftime mark here in Centerburg. 36-16 on the Mount Vernon Nazarene University scoreboard as the East Knox Bulldogs, who snapped their 3-game losing streak with a 45-39 win on Wednesday, had this game tied at 11, but trail it by 20, here at the half. 36-16 as we ready for halftime. And we do want to thank our great sponsors, of course, Cummins Electric Plumbing and Construction, our title sponsor. Also, Pizza Cottage, New Directions, and MVNU, And we thank the fine folks at MVNU for jumping on board with us to have some hoops here on WMBO. And you can be a part of WMBO Sports. It's not too late. Still got almost half the broadcast season left, and you can jump on and listen to us and of course watch. We live stream everything. It used to be a point even last year we did one radio game, but everything's live streamed unless we're told otherwise. But here at Centerburg, we are live streaming, and it's 36-16 at the half in favor of the Centerburg Lady Trojans. We're going to take this quick break, and we'll come back, and we'll get you some numbers from the first half. It's next on WMBO.
Pizza Cottage in Mount Vernon is one of 11 pizza cottages in Ohio. They are among the nation's best performing pizzerias and ranked in Pizza Today. The finest ingredients is used daily. Treat your customers and employees like family and always give back to the community, offering not only takeout but also dine-in and full bar. Book your group parties today. Find Pizza Cottage on Facebook or go to pizza-cottage.com to begin your journey of tastes.
New products elicit the passions and commitments like sports, and that is especially true in this area. If you're enjoying this broadcast and own a business, your business can enjoy the benefits of being associated with and supporting these broadcasts while reaching a captive, passionate, and loyal audience. For information and to find out how your business can be a sponsor of these exciting broadcasts, call one of our marketing consultants today, 740-397-1000. That's 397-1000.
You never thought your child would get their own home, but it needs new wiring pulled and the kitchen could use a makeover. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric and Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004.
Cubbage Electric and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Cubbage Electric and Construction, 740-627-8004.
All right, we're back here in Centerburg. The Lady Trojans, we were hoping for a game like last night when Nikos Giacomas had a game winner at the buzzer at Mount Vernon against Licking Heights. We're not going to probably get that today. 36-16 is the score at the half. Centerburg Lady Trojans trying to improve to 15-1 on the season with a 20-point lead. But it wasn't always like this here. And as a matter of fact, this game was rather close about halfway through the quarter. And it was a 5-point game with the 4:12 mark. But it all started with Tiara Shepard scoring the first bucket to give Centerburg a 2-0 lead. But that was almost 4 minutes into this game. We went a long time. We went 3 minutes and 43 seconds before our first points of this game. And then Kenley Farrell got a steal and a layup to make it 4-0 Centerburg, the 4:02 mark. Then Kenley Farrell hit a 3, 7-0 Centerburg with the 3:10 mark. And then Larimore got on the board for the first time, scoring to make it 9-0 Centerburg with 1:49 to go in the opening quarter. And it was Melina Strebe who got the scoring started for this Lady Bulldog squad as she hit a 3, and then Kenley Farrell got a 2 to make it 11-3 with 1:15 to go in the quarter. And then Strebe hit 1 of 2 free throws. It was 11-4 Centerburg at the end of 1. Strebe with all the scoring for the Bulldogs in that opening quarter. But then in the second quarter, her teammates got going a little bit. Sydney Offer hit a 3 to make it 11-7. Ella Diven made it 11-9 with a bucket. And then Diven scored again. The game was tied 11-11 with 6:20 to go in the second quarter before Lauren Ellis hit a 3 for Centerburg. She is back and playing for Centerburg. She hit a 3 to make it 14-11 with 5:18 to go in the quarter. And then Offer hit a pair of free throws to close the gap to 1 with just over 5 minutes to go. But then a 3 by Kenley Farrell. She then hit 1 of 2 free throws, and Evie Stowe got a 2. And Centerburg went on a 6-0 run over about a minute and a half span. And they led it 20-13. After Jasmine Smith hit 1 of 2 free throws to make it 20-14, Tiara Shepard went to work, hit 1 of 2 free throws to make it 21-14. Then she hit a 3 to extend it to a 10-point game. Then she got a bucket to go, 26-14, and another 3 for Tiara Shepard to make it 29-14 Centerburg. Bostic then hit 2 of 2 free throws. Shepard scored again, then hit another 3. 34-16 Centerburg led. Then Larimore's pair of free throws extended it to a 20-point lead, which is where we sit right now, 36-16 in favor of Centerburg. Tiara Shepard with 16 in the first half. And for the Centerburg Trojans, Kenley Farrell, who averages 10 points per game, hit a couple of threes in the first half. She has 9. And Sydney Offer leads the way for the East Knox Bulldogs at 5 points. And where we sit right now is Centerburg up by 20 as we are at the break here in the Berg. High school girls basketball. Next week, we've got no show on Monday because of the national championship in terms of the Griffin Insurance Monday Night Sports Talk Show. Tuesday night, we're in Fredericktown as the Freddies take on Loudonville. Loudonville's not having a great season as a team. They do boast the leading scorer of the Knoxmore Athletic Conference. We're looking forward to that matchup Tuesday night. And then Friday night will be at East Knox as Centerburg and East Knox face off. And then Saturday we'll be in Fredericktown and Northmore girls basketball as we will close out the week with girls hoops. And then Monday's show comes back on the 27th. The 29th, we are here for a huge matchup between the Centerburg Lady Trojans and the Fredericktown Lady Freddies. Humongous matchup. Be here for that one. And then we'll be at Mount Vernon on the 31st, be at Highland for the Centerburg girls against Highland on the 1st. So got a lot of basketball coming your way, and we'll, of course, be at the best matchups, and that's our plan going forward here. But right now, we are at the half, 36-16. It is a lead for Centerburg as we get ready for second half action in the Berg. Thanks once again to Covage Electric Plumbing and Construction, our title sponsor. Also thanks to New Directions, Pizza Cottage, Mount Vernon Nazarene University, some of our great sponsors here that bring you high school basketball on a Saturday afternoon from Centerburg as East Knox has made it back here out on the floor. And the Bulldogs are going to have some work ahead of them if they want an opportunity to beat Centerburg and tighten up that KMAC race. But right now, they are trailing it by 20. Still a half to play in Centerburg. All right, we're going to take one more break, and we'll come back, and we'll get the second half rolling next. Centerburg up by 20 as we head to the second half of basketball from the Berg on WMBO.
Elicit the passions and commitments like sports, and that is especially true in this area. If you're enjoying this broadcast and own a business, your business can enjoy the benefits of being associated with and supporting these broadcasts while reaching a captive, passionate, and loyal audience. For information and to find out how your business can be a sponsor of these exciting broadcasts, call one of our marketing consultants today, 740-397-1000. That's 397-1000.
You never thought your child would get their own home, but it needs new wiring pulled and the kitchen could use a makeover. It's time to get in touch with Covage Electric and Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004.
Covage Electric and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Covage Electric and Construction, 740-627-8004.
All right, back here in Centerburg, 20-point advantage for the Lady Trojans. Ready for basketball in the second half from Centerburg, 14-1 for the Lady Trojans, and 6-6 for East Knox here as the Lady Trojans try to extend this lead and go to 15-1. There's a lot of expectations with the Centerburg team. They went to a district final back last year, played Afrocentric. And that ball game, when they played Afrocentric, it was a really rough start for Centerburg, but then they kind of settled in a little bit, but it was too late once they did. And they have expectations that are pretty high here, especially with it being the senior season for Kayla Larimore, 36-16. Centerburg with the lead as we get ready for second half action here in the Berg. Again, 16 in the first half for Tiara Shepard. Kenley Farrell had 9 for Centerburg. Sydney Offer led the way with 5. She'll be on the floor along with Todd, Dybin, Strebe, and Bostic. And for Centerburg, it'll be Larimore, Ellis, Farrell, Stowe, and Shepard. So we get ready for basketball. Starting the second half, here in Centerburg, a 20-point lead for the Lady Trojans. Offer has the basketball, gives it Todd on the right wing. Todd has it knocked away. It's poked into the front court by Kenley Farrell, and she lays it off the glass and in right of the rim. And Kenley Farrell with the steal and lay-in. And it's 38-16. Centerburg with the lead. Now Offer at the foul line, has it knocked away by Kenley Farrell, and she pushes again. And Kenley Farrell, it's like a track meet for her right now. And she lays it off the glass and in. And It's 40-16. Centerburg has extended their lead against East Knox. Strebe, Bostic. Bostic pulls, long jumper, no good. Rebound for Diven. Diven gets blocked. Ball tipped out, picked up by Strebe at the head of the key. Strebe gives it on the right wing. That's Todd with the basketball. Bounces now for Strebe. Head of the key three. It's an air ball. Out of bounds. Diven couldn't get there. 40-16. Centerburg holding a 24-point lead right now as they've started off the second half with a pair of steals and scores by Kenley Farrell. She's quick. Kenley Farrell in this ball game already has 13 points. She averages 10 a game. Kayla Larimore puts it on the floor. On the baseline. Puts it up, no good. Gets it back. Puts it up the right hand. Got it this time. Larimore's been pretty quiet offensively today, but 42-16 now. Centerburg the lead. And Strebe has on the right wing. Flips it up for Diven. Diven gets it. Pulls it back out. Looks for Offer. Offer. Gives it up inside. Strebe with the right hand. No. Well, knocked away. Diven gets the offensive rebound. She puts it up, and it's no good. And Stowe had it for a second. Knocked out of bounds by Strebe. And it'll go back to Centerburg. So the Lady Trojans from Centerburg on a quick 6-0 run to 36-16 at the half to lead it now 42-16. Stowe has the basketball. Now Ellis, she's been pretty quiet offensively too. Tiara Shepard caught fire. Leading scorer in this one. Stowe cross court to Kenley Farrell into the left corner. That's Ellis. Bounces now for Shepard. Shepard inside. Ball on the floor. Loose ball. Picked up by Diven. Good hustle by Diven. Hands it off for Todd now pushing. Todd bounces it into the lane. Strebe, right hand, blocked by Ellis out of bounds with 5:59 to go in the third quarter. Centerburg got 42-16 by 26 in this one. Trying to get the ball in, they do, to Bostic. Bostic has the basketball on the right wing, spins around. She's picked up her dribble, so she takes a shot. She misses it off the heel. Rebound Diven for a second, knocked out of bounds by Shepard. And with 5:51 to go in this third quarter, it's 42-16 Centerburg. So we had a close one last night. Mount Vernon wins on a buzzer beater. Nikos Giacoumis. His time expired against Licking Heights, but here, this one's not close. 42-16. It was at one point. This game was 11-11 at one point. Centerburg since then 31-5. Ball on the floor, loose ball in the backcourt, picked up by Todd. Todd has it for East Knox, fouled by Kenley Farrell. And Kenley Farrell picks up the foul. 5:43 to go in this third quarter. It's 42-16 Centerburg, a 26-point advantage. Todd has the basketball in the backcourt, guarded by Kayla Larimore. Todd spins around high on the left, looks for help, finds it. And now the look inside for Offer. Ball knocked out of bounds and off of East Knox, and it'll go to Centerburg. Molly Totten as well as Ava Fawcett come in for East Knox. Substitutions with 5:31 to go in this third quarter. And it will be Todd and Bostic that go to the bench here. Under 5.5 to go in this third quarter. And it's a big lead for Centerburg, 42-16. Kenley Farrell has the basketball, cross court to Ellis. Open look. She fires up a three and nails it. And it's 45-16 with 5:16 to go in this third quarter. Centerburg up big now. 29-point advantage. Strebe gives it now to Totten. Totten the basketball. Stops on the right wing. Knocked away by Kenley Farrell. Picked up by Totten. Totten is fouled by Kenley Farrell. 5:04 to go in the third quarter. And it is on Kenley Farrell. And she'll have to go to the bench. I believe that's her fourth foul. Taylor Bryant and Chesney Farrell come in. Tiara Shepard will join Kenley Farrell on the bench. So Kenley Farrell has a hot start to the third, but has to go to the bench. Now Centerburg has outscored East Knox 9-0 here in the early going, just like they did to start the ball game. And Offer looks inside. Fawcett has it. Fawcett shot up, partially blocked, picked up by Chesney Farrell. Evie Stowe has the basketball for Centerburg with 4:55 to go third quarter. 45-16 the lead for Centerburg. MVNU scoreboard. Ellis cross court, left wing Bryant. She puts up a high arcing three off the front of the rim. Rebound Diven. Chesney Farrell gets in there. Ball on the floor. Farrell saves it, but picked up by Fawcett. Fawcett has the basketball. Fawcett for East Knox, got it. Dribbles on the left baseline, puts it up, blocked by Ellis, out of bounds, and it went off of Dive-in, and it will, or Fawcett, I should say. And with 4:36 to go in this third quarter, Centerburg's up 29 in this one. They won the earlier matchup this year by 22, and they're up 29 right now. Stowe has the basketball, gives it up for Kayla Larimore, bounces for Chesney Farrell in the left corner. Now to Evie Stowe, head of the key for Bryant, almost knocked away. Now on the right wing to Larimore, dribbling in, now throws it for Bryant. Bryant trying to chase it down, saves it to Stowe. Stowe to Larimore, Larimore three. It is up, and it is off the heel. Rebound knocked around by Totten, foul on Chesney Farrell, I believe. And it is. So 4:09 to go, third quarter, third foul on Centerburg. 29-point advantage. Well, another game for Centerburg where they're up big, 45-16 up by 29. Strebe has it back behind her to Fawcett. Fawcett bounces now for Diven. Diven looks for Fawcett. Instead now keeps it on the floor, keeps the dribble alive, looks for help, gives it back. Fawcett has it, goes inside, baseline J. It's up off the front of the rim. And Taylor Bryant had it, and then Taylor Bryant gets tackled by Totten, inadvertently, of course, but 3:46 to go in the third quarter, 45-16. It is on Molly Totten. Tiara Shepard, is coming in. And for East Knox, Chloe Tucker in for the first time. Strebe goes to the bench. 45-16 is our score. East Knox comes in with a record of 6-6, Centerburg 14-1. 3:42 to go, third quarter, a 29-point lead for Centerburg. And Stowe dribbling into the front court, right wing to Tiara Shepard. Shepard the basketball, gives it up for Kayla Larimore, left wing to Taylor Bryant. Dribbles the left baseline, gets cut off, drops it down for Larimore. Larimore inside, left of the lane, puts it up, gets fouled. No, foul on Kayla Larimore is the call. Larimore slow to get up as she hit her knee hard. An offensive foul on Larimore. 3:26 to go, third quarter. And Diven comes up. I think she's just more tired than anything, as Smith will come in for her. Diven does the old fold the jersey. Hey, I'm getting tired. She's working hard. Diven is working hard. She gets after it. She'll go to the bench, but she gets after it every time. Loose balls, rebounds, she's after it pretty quick. 45-16, Centerburg has the lead. Tucker into the front court, spins around Tucker, double teamed, and coming in to tie him up is Larimore, and a jump ball will send it back to Centerburg. East Knox tried to get the timeout and couldn't. .316 to go in this third quarter. And Stowe has it in the backcourt. Centerburg up 29. 3:09 to go third quarter. Stowe back to Shepard. Shepard shot is up with the right hand. No. A rebound pulled down by Jasmine Smith. Bounces now for Fawcett, and a foul on Shepard for Centerburg. 2:59 to go third quarter. And Chesney Farrell comes out of the ball game, and again, this kind of has the same feel in terms of a flow. Number of foul calls, and I mean it's the two shots should be coming for East Knox. I mean, 5 fouls now on Centerburg, and it is 3 minutes to go in this quarter. If you want any chance to try to get back into this ball game, if you're East Knox, this is where you can do it. It will be Ava Fawcett, a 5'4" sophomore, goes to the free throw line. We haven't had any points for a while. 5:16 mark of the quarter. And Fawcett misses the first one. 5:16 mark. That was the last time we had points. It was the 3 by Lauren Ellis. We haven't had anything since. And she missed them both. And Ellis gets the rebound and pushes. Ellis in the front court. Ellis has it. Ellis bounces now for Stowe. Now Larimore, right hand, off the glass and in. Larimore, right of the rim. First points in a while for either team. And now they give it up to Tucker. Tucker bounces now for Offer, who misses badly. Ball tipped around, picked up by Ellis. Ellis just fires it down the floor to Larimore, who's kind of all alone, puts it up and in, left of the rim. Larimore gets the bucket. And it's now 49-16 Centerburg with 2:22 to go in this third quarter. Almost time for a running clock. As the three is up by Smith and off the mark. And a rebound pulled down by Smith. She followed her shot and she gets fouled. That's what happens when you follow your shot. And now Smith to the free throw line. 2:13 to go in this third quarter, 49-16. Centerburg leading this one by 33. Utica beats Heath today, 58-50. Yes. Kara Ross gets ready to check in for Centerburg. Smith buries the first free throw. And substitution as Ross will now enter and come in for Larimore. 2:13 to go in this third quarter. It's a 32-point lead for Centerburg. Smith hits the first of two. Now a free throw is up, and she missed it. Rebound Shepard. So 49-17. Centerburg with a 32-point advantage with 2:05 to go third quarter. A crossover for Stowe, left wing to Ellis. Ellis has it, dribbles inside, knocked away, take it away. Ava Fawcett. Fawcett the basketball. Fawcett with it, left of the lane. Fawcett puts it up with the left hand, no. Ball tipped in the air by Smith. Smith got it back and draws another foul. So she was just at the free throw line and she's heading back. 1:52 to go in the third quarter. So 1:52 to go in this third quarter. Smith heading to the free throw line on the MVNU scoreboard, and Smith hits the first. 1:52 to go, third quarter. 49-18. Centerburg up 31. Free throw is up. It is good. Nails them both this time. So 3 for 4 overall for Smith of this one. Centerburg up 30 with 1:45 to go in the third. Stowe drops it now for Shepard. Shepard puts it up, leaves it short. Rebound Offer. Offer to push. Offer will put it on the floor. Now gives it for Fawcett, who will push it into the front court. Bounces in for Totten. Totten pulls it back out. Puts up a jumper way off the mark. Ellis got her hand on it off of, I guess, Smith. 1:29 to go third quarter, and Kayla Larimore coming back in. Kayla Larimore here in this quarter has 6 points. It started with Kenley Farrell getting hot at the beginning of the quarter. Now she's on the bench in foul trouble. Evie Stowe crosses over. It all kind of starts with her. She controls the pace really well. Ellis goes inside. She gets partially blocked. And Offer down on the push. Fawcett. Fawcett. Shot up. No good. Leaves it short. Totten. Blocked but fouled. 1:08 to go third quarter. And a 30-point lead for Centerburg. And another trip to the free throw line. So, you know, if you're East Knox, 3 straight trips to the free throw line and a technical foul on somebody. So Ellis gets hit with a technical foul. Lauren Ellis does. But, all right, so we're going to get 2 free throws for Totten. We had 2 free throws here for Totten. And I guess these are the free throws from when she was fouled by Kara Ross. And then you're going to get technical free throws, and it may be the same person that shoots them. But so 49-20. Now they can pick whoever they want. And it's going to be Offer going to shoot 2 free throws on the technical side of things. Well, 49-20 is our score. 29-point lead in this one, and a free throw is up and good for Offer. Offer had 5 points in the first half, which led the team at that point. And that's her first points of this quarter. And she buried both of those. And it's 49-22, so it will be East Knox basketball as Ellis is on the bench now. And I don't know what the discussion is. Now they want her to move to center court. And now Bryant will get to come in. So Bryant comes in for Ross. So Bryant, Larimore, Shepard, Chesney, Farrell, and Stowe for Sederberg. Offer, as well as Tucker, Totten, Smith, and controlling it right now, Ava Fawcett. Bounces now for Tucker. Tucker has it knocked away by Larimore, and a push by Larimore. Larimore puts it up and in right of the rim. Steal and lay in for Larimore, and it's 51-22. Sederberg up 29 again. Here of this one. Fawcett now looking for Offer. Offer spins around, puts up a jumper, got it. Offer, you got to try to get her the ball more. 51-24. So Stowe has it, gives it up Shepard. 51-24 Sederberg. 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Larimore has it, crosses over. Larimore into the lane. Larimore back up top. That's Stowe. Stowe dribbling right of the lane into the corner. Here's a three. Set and fire. Off the front of the rim by Shepard. Rebound to Bryant. Jump ball. And it'll go back to East Knox with just under 20 seconds to go in the third. Sederberg up by 27 right now. Big lead for the Lady Trojans. As there's 15 seconds to go in the quarter, and Totten has the basketball. Stops, looks for help. Gives it up now for Smith. Now to Offer. Offer has the basketball on the right wing. Back to Smith. Smith, 6 seconds. On the right wing, Smith, 4 seconds. Smith puts up a little floater. It's no good. Rebound, Larimore, Sederberg. And that'll end the third quarter, 51-24. At the end of three, Sederberg up 27. We enter the fourth quarter as the Lady Trojans up big on East Knox. Will take this break. Fourth quarter action coming up next on WMVO and on YouTube.
Parents, don't wait. Educate. Empower us with knowledge. Keep talking to us about underage alcohol use, dating violence, and mental health. You are empowering us with knowledge to be the change. Thank you. This ad is sponsored by the Teen Advisory Council of Knox County.
We are empowering Knox County youth. Visit us online to learn more at www.tacofknox.org. That's tacofknox.org. You never thought your child would get their own home, but it needs new wiring pulled and the kitchen could use a makeover. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric and Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004.
Cubbage Electric and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Cubbage Electric and Construction, 740-627-8004.
Well, the MVNU scoreboard shows 51-24. Sederberg has the lead right now as we start the fourth quarter of action. Next week, we've got Tuesday at Fredericktown, Friday at East Knox, Saturday back at Fredericktown. First two are boys' games. That Saturday game in the afternoon at Fredericktown is girls. Kenley Farrell has the basketball, started the fourth quarter, hands it off to Ellis, dribbles into the lane. Ellis right of the lane, puts it up with the right hand, it is fouled. We'll head to the free throw line. Ellis, Lauren Ellis, a junior, will be back here next year. And she's at the free throw line right now for Sederberg. 51-24. Ellis misses off the front of the rim. She was not playing for a number of games, and she is back under, again, this is just my own assumption that it is an appeal. She's 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 52-24. So she's getting to play right now. Streby's got it. Strebe stops, gives it up, Offer. And now Bostic has the basketball. Bounces for Todd. Todd's got it on the right wing. Back to Bostic. Bostic has the basketball at the head of the key. Inside to Diven, off the glass, no good. Offer gets the rebound, then loses it out of bounds, and it will be tipped by Sederberg, I guess, and stay here. Strebe to inbound. 7:29 to go in the game. 52-24. Sederberg the lead ball tipped by Kenley Farrell. Strebe picks up the loose ball. Open three. It is up and way off the mark. Right to Offer, though. Knocked away by Kenley Farrell. Offer has it. Knocked away again. Ellis has it. She throws it up the floor to Shepard. Shepard in one motion lays it off the glass and in. Actually, it wasn't even off the glass. It's off the iron and in. And it's a 30-point lead now for Centerburg. And Diven gets it to go on the other end, into the lane. Diven, 54-26, 7 minutes to go in this game. And Stowe has the basketball for Centerburg, 54-26. Centerburg up 28 with 6:53 to go in the contest. Kenley Farrell spins, fires, misses on the three. Ball tipped out by Shepard, picked up by Kenley Farrell, and she's got it against Todd on the right wing. Gives it up for Ellis. She sets for a three and buries it. Ellis for three, and it's 57-26 with 6:37 to go in this game. And a foul on Kenley Farrell, I believe, is the call. 6:33 to go in this game, and it's 57-26. And I think that's it for Kenley Farrell. They don't have it up on the scoreboard, but I think that's it for her. She plays aggressive. It's just how it works. But they need her to stay out of foul trouble to an extent during tournament time, though, for sure. This one, it's probably not going to matter. 31-point game. Inside shot is blocked by Ellis as Bostic tried to go up with it. Isabel Bostic. And I think East Knox is going to call a timeout with 6:29 to go in this game. And they will. Timeout call by the Bulldogs. We'll take it with them, 57-26. Lead for Centerburg by 31 with 6:29 to go in this game on the MVNU scoreboard on WMBO.
Few products elicit the passions and commitments like sports, and that is especially true in this area. If you're enjoying this broadcast and own a business, your business can enjoy the benefits of being associated with and supporting these broadcasts while reaching a captive, passionate, and loyal audience. For information and to find out how your business can be a sponsor of these exciting broadcasts, call one of our marketing consultants today, 740-397-1000. That's 397-1000.
Looking to take your career to the next level? With Mount Vernon Nazarene University, you can earn your degree entirely online, anywhere, anytime. Our bachelor's and master's programs are designed to help you balance your education with work, family, and other priorities. Here at MVNU Online, we craft our faith-based programs specifically for your success. Learn more at mvnu.edu or call us today at 1-800-839-2355. Mount Vernon Nazarene University.
All right, we're back here in Centerburg, 57-26. Centerburg up 31 with 6:29 to go in the game. Out of the timeout, Strebe to inbound it. Offer out there. Bostic, Diven, Todd. And the ball thrown right to Ellis. And Ellis goes the other way. Bounces for Larimore. Knocked away by Todd. Not a good pass. Diven picks up the loose ball. Diven pushes. Diven stops above the foul line. Offer shoots a three and nails it. And the three good once again by Offer. And she's doing pretty well. Good ball player. 57-29 now. And Larimore gets it caught on the rim, so it'll be a jump ball. And Offer to go up and get it, and she can't. Ellis to go try to get it, she can't. And Shepard tries to get it, and she can't. You know, we should try to do this at the senior showcase. Just stick a ball up there and see what kid can go. Now, Gavin Toombs would probably get it really quick. But on the girls' side, see who can go up and get it. You ever had to do that? Yeah. No, she says no. No. Delaney, we tried to get her on the broadcast, but she likes the production side. She's doing that. But she did play at Utica. Well, knocked away by Stowe, picked up by Shepard. She didn't even look. She just knew that Larimore was up there. Larimore misses, though, and Strebe pushes. Yeah, she's up there somewhere, but she misses on this one. Bostic has it on the right wing. 5:45 to go in the game. Centerburg up by 28. 57-29. Strebe has it. Spins around Strebe. Bounces now for Bostic. And the right elbow with it is Offer, knocked away off of Centerburg. Stays with East Knox. 57-29. This game was tied at 11. Centerburg since that point 46-18. They have outscored the East Knox Bulldogs. Trying to get the ball in. They do. Flip it up to Bostic. Now give it for Offer. Knocked away by Ellis. Ellis has Larimore. Takes it herself and gets fouled. Well, she had Larimore. Oh, an offensive foul is called on Ellis, and Bill Abner cannot believe it. Yeah, I think that was a bad call. But, you know, once again, I'm not an official, but Totten will come into the ball game. Yeah. 5:28 to go in this game, 57-29. Centerburg has the lead. Totten. And now this goes off the foot of Larimore. Stay with East Knox. 5:20 to go in this ball game. And the East Knox Bulldogs trail it by 28. Snap that 3-game skid with a 45-39 win against Northmore the other night. But Centerburg a little different of an animal than Northmore as Todd takes a seat. Fawcett back in. For the East Knox Bulldogs, who trail it by 28, but with 5:20 to go in the game, going to try to string some things together here. Totten gives it up. Strebe knocked away, kicked again. And at this rate, we've got about a kick every 3 seconds here in this fourth quarter. Strebe has the basketball, bounces for Fawcett. 5:09 to go in this game. Drop for Totten. Totten goes inside, has a lane, puts it off the glass and in left of the rim as Totten finishes. 57-31. Centerburg up 26. And Stowe off the glass and too strong. Rebound offer. Pushing now with Fawcett. Fawcett to Totten. Totten has it, loses it. Picked up by Bryant. Jump ball, no. A foul called on Totten with 4:49 to go in this ball game. 57-31. Centerburg leading by 26 in a game that, again, hasn't had a lot of pace to it. Usually you see Centerburg getting out in transition a lot. They've done that, but not as much as they're accustomed to. Shepard has it on the right wing. Shepard's been very quiet here in the second half, just the 2 points. She's inside, and she has 4 now. She finishes with the right hand. Ask and you shall receive. 4:31 to go in this game, and now Strebe has it knocked away. Strebe struggling, and Bryant gets her hands in there, and it's a jump ball. And it'll go back to Centerburg, so Bryant does a nice job to get her hands in there and take it away. 4:25 to go in this game, 59-31. And Stowe to pass the ball in. And Lauren Ellis to the bench. And Chesney Farrell in for Centerburg. 4:25 to go in the ball game, and Centerburg with a 28-point lead. Kenley Farrell is on the bench. She's done. And now almost take it away. And Shepard has the basketball on the right wing. Gives it up for Bryant. Bryant gets blocked from behind. Picked up, though, by Stowe. Now to Larimore. Larimore dribbling left wing. Now to Stowe with 4:12 to go in this game. 59-31 Centerburg. Larimore back behind her to Stowe on the left wing. Stowe goes inside. Throws it back out. Bryant a 3. Way off the mark. Strebe gets the rebound, and now off for the push. That thing was way off, and another kicked ball. 4 minutes to go in this game. Well, if basketball doesn't work out for Kayla Larimore, soccer may be in her future. Yeah, she's a great basketball player, though. Leads the KMAC in scoring, one of the top rebounders, too. Reigning KMAC Player of the Year. Ava Fawcett bounces now for Strebe. 3:55 to go in the game. Gives it up. Fawcett throws it. Nice catch by Offer, who puts it up the right hand. No, too strong. Rebound, Diven. She gets fouled. Diven's just everywhere. And Diven will go to the free throw line. 3:48 to go in the game. 59-31. Centerburg right now, at least from what I saw last, was number 1 in the RPI for their district. Free throw is up and no good for Dive. And if that's the case, you know, you kind of get a pick where you want to go, and it's an opportunity where you want to go, and then teams kind of match up with you. Lehman and Smith about to check in for East Knox as Dive hits 1 of 2. 59-32 with 3:48 to go in the ball game, so they're in now. Smith, Lehman, and Tucker in with Totten and Fawcett for East Knox. Bryant having a discussion here. And a fan just came down and started talking to the bench. I don't know. It's 2025. It's a lot different than it was before. Stowe overthrows Chesney Farrell. I don't know. 3:37 to go in this game, 59-32. Well, I don't know what just happened, but there were some unhappy people. Anyway, they were trying to throw it back into Stowe, and pushing up the floor is Fawcett. Fawcett drops it now for Lehman. Lehman gives it up. Smith has it, and it's going to be a jump ball. This time as Bryant got her hands in there again. Stays with East Knox. Ellis in. Ross in for Centerburg. Again, it's a pretty slow-moving game, you really think about it. 59-32. And we had a chance, I think it was at one point, and this is just a theme whenever Delaney and John show up, but we had a chance for this running clock to start, but they're here, and it doesn't happen when they're here. It's just like a curse or something. Anyway, Fawcett has the basketball, bounces for Totten. Back to Fawcett. Fawcett. Now Lehman. Lehman the basketball, puts it on the floor. Lehman gets cut off. Now it's back to Fawcett. Fawcett looking inside for Smith. She's got it. Right block. Spins around. Looks for Tucker. Gives it Totten. Jumper at the foul line. Airballs it. And then Smith has it for a second. Picked up by Lehman. Now it's Smith. She gets clothesline. Then puts it up with the right hand. And doesn't get it to go. Ball tipped in the air. Picked up by Ross. This is some sloppy basketball. 2:57 to go in this game. Centerburg up 27. And it will stay with East Knox. And he was bouncing around all over the place. Now trying to get it. Smith's trying to cut him off, and they just throw it up out of bounds. Right to the scorekeeper. Back to Centerburg. 2:57 to go in this game. 59-32. Centerburg, 27-point lead. Bryant gets it to Ellis. 2:55 to go in the game. Ellis ends off Bryant. Bryant's got the basketball left of the lane. Bryant spins around, and it's thrown away. Picked up by Totten, and then she loses it out of bounds. So it goes back to Centerburg. 2:43 to go in the game. Centerburg 59-32. They lead this one. And looking to go to 15-1 and 10-1 in the KMAC, which means there's not a lot left in terms of KMAC games here. Stowe has the basketball right of the lane, gives it up Chesney Farrell and throws it right to Totten, looking for Ellis. One-on-one Totten and Ellis. And Totten spins around, gives it Lehman. Lehman puts it on the floor, now bounces for Fawcett. Here's a left-handed three. No. Ball rebounded underneath by Lehman, and it's knocked out of bounds. Good position, though, by Lehman. 2:26 to go in this game. Kind of found a spot. 2:26 to go in this game, 59-32. And right now, Centerburg's up 27. And Stowe has it, almost trips. She pushes it into the front court. Stowe spins around, throws it back to Bryant, right wing to Chesney Farrell. Chesney Farrell gives it back to Bryant, ball almost knocked away. Bryant has it. Centerburg playing without two of their best players, and now it's going to be a jump ball. Yeah, I guess a jump ball. 2:09 to go in this game. And 59-32. You got Kenley Farrell and Shepard and obviously Kayla Larimore on your bench. Yeah, they're trying to figure some different things out. The official on the far side calls a foul, and it is on Autumn Lehman. And Lehman looks at her jersey going, how was that on me? And 2:07 to go in this game. Ross has the basketball. 2:03 to go in the game. Ross looks underneath. Chesney Farrell misses right of the rim. Had an open look. And now Totten double dribbles. They didn't care about it. 11:54 to go in this game. 59-32. Totten bounces head of the key. Smith fires up a three. It's a high arcer. Had a lot of spin to it. Misses. Ellis the rebound. Got Ross off the floor. Stowe, though, slows it down. Oh, she was going to do it. And gives it up for Bryant. Bryant into the front court. 59-32. And Stowe gets open, gives it to Bryant. 1:33 to go in this game. Bryant hit from behind by Ava Fawcett. It'll be the fourth foul on East Knox. 1:31 to go in this game. 59-32. Monday night national championship game on WMVO. Right here on WMVO Radio. We will not stream the game, obviously. Minute and a half to go in the game. Centerburg up 59-32. Ellis picks up her dribble on the right wing, has it knocked away. Now she gets her dribble back, and she's got it spinning around on the right wing. And Ellis looks behind her to Bryant. Bryant's got the basketball. Left wing. They're going to fire a three with Chesney Farrell, and she airballs it. Saved on a baseline, picked up by Molly Totten, and she pushes. She's got Smith in front of her. Molly Totten slows it down now. Bounces for Smith. Smith puts it on the floor. Smith spins around. Left hand up to Totten high on the right. Under a minute to go in the game. Centerburg up 59-32 and a pickoff. And Ellis to push. Ellis for Centerburg has it and pulls the ball out. And Ellis gives it up to Bryant. Now Ross has it. Ross has it back to the basket. Throws it out. Stowe a three. Line drive. Yep. So 62-32. Centerburg up 30 with under 30 seconds to go. Shot is up. It is off the glass and in there by Fawcett. And back to a 28-point game, 62-34. And Centerburg's got it with Ellis. Throws it up to Bryant. Bryant's got the basketball. Surely they won't shoot it here. Chesney Farrell's got it back behind her to Stowe. 12 seconds to go in this game, a 28-point lead. And that will be your ball game. 62-34, Centerburg, a 28-point win here against the East Knox Bulldogs from Centerburg. Lady Trojans improved to 15-1, 10-1 in the comeback. East Knox falls to 6-7 and 4-6 in the Knoxboro Athletic Conference. All right, let's take this break. We'll come back and choose the final numbers next on WMBO.
Looking to take your career to the next level? With Mount Vernon Nazarene University, you can earn your degree entirely online, anywhere, anytime. Our bachelor's and master's programs are designed to help you balance your education with work, family, and other priorities. Here at MVNU Online, we craft our faith-based programs specifically for your success. Learn more at mvnu.edu or call us today at 1-800-839-2355. Mount Vernon Nazarene University.
You taught him how to hit a receiver, how to hit a baseball, the strike zone, the net. You taught him how to hit the upper corner. You even taught him how to hit the open man. But how much time did you spend teaching him what not to hit? You play a critical role in the prevention of domestic and sexual violence. The earlier we start talking to young people about healthy relationships and respect, the more likely they are to stand up when they see violence in our community. This message is sponsored by the AIM program of New Directions. Act, Impact, Motivate.
Few products elicit the passions and commitments like sports, and that is especially true in this area. If you're enjoying this broadcast and own a business, your business can enjoy the benefits of being associated with and supporting these broadcasts while reaching a captive, passionate, and loyal audience. For information and to find out how your business can be a sponsor of these exciting broadcasts, call one of our marketing consultants today, 740-397-1000. That's 397-1000.
All right, we're back here at Centerburg, and Bill Abner with us. We thank him for joining us here as the Centerburg Lady Trojans. They win it here tonight, and we appreciate Coach joining us. 62-34 the final. I guess it's up there, too. I was looking at my paper, but to remember. But 62-34. Coach, you look at it for your team. You're getting on the home stretch now.
Yep.
I mean, I know you got a non-conference game with Highland coming up in a couple of weeks and things, but obviously right now the pedal to the metal because Fredericktown's only a game back. I mean, This is a tough conference, tight conference into this ball game. What went right for your group here? It's tied at 11 at one point in that second quarter, and you guys were able to go on a run and obviously a big victory here.
Yeah, I mean, East Knox is a tough team. They're always a tough out. They got Sid back, who I thought played well. For us, it was our defense. We got going defensively, switched some things up, and then in that first half, Tiara was just absolutely on fire.
Yeah.
You know, and with the way that we defend, if we hit 6 threes in one half, you know, we're a pretty tough team to beat.
Of course, you look back at that Northmore game. You know, when you guys kind of turned that on and turned to a blowout, it was Tiara Shepard who did a lot in that game as well. Obviously, it's a team effort. But
she's truly, I think, one of the most underappreciated players in our league.
Yeah.
You know, I know that Kayla gets a ton of the attention, and she deserves it.
Yeah.
You know, she's averaging, you know, she's been dropping 30 points a night pretty consistently, but Tiara is a huge part of what we do, and she's playing really well right now.
As you look at this kind of home stretch, what do you want to see from your team now? I mean, we're at a point now, again, now you got that one-game cushion. It's not really a huge cushion. I mean, it's only one game. It doesn't really mean that. It's not really cushion.
It's not a cushion at all.
To an extent. But what do you want to see from your group and going into next week? And then, obviously, right after that, the following week, you've got Fredericktown here at home on a Wednesday night. So what do you want to see for your group?
We're really – I mean, we know that game is coming, but we've got work to do. Cardington, Loudonville,
sure.
I mean, those are tough teams. For us, honestly, it's all about consistency. And we have to avoid some of the lulls that we have, because when you're playing a really good team, if you take that 3 or 4 minute stretch where you don't play well and you get kind of sloppy, that can cost you a game. So if we're consistent, and one of the things that we preach every game is playing 4 quarters.
Yeah.
Every quarter, bring it every quarter, and we usually end up okay. So for us, just being consistent.
Congratulations on the victory, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And that'll do it from us here. 62-34, Centerburg knocks off East Knox. Back at it Tuesday night. Join us then. I'm Tyler.